Planning your first trip to Tibet can feel exciting, but also slightly overwhelming. The places are easy to name: Lhasa, Yamdrok Lake, Gyantse, Shigatse, and Mount Everest. The more difficult part is knowing how to connect them into a journey that is realistic, comfortable, and worth your time. Tibet is a vast destination. Travel distances can be longer than they look on a map. Weather conditions can change quickly, and your travel pace matters just as much as the places you want to visit. In this video, we share 12 practical tips for first-time visitors to Tibet. These tips will help you think about your route, your daily schedule, and the details that can make your journey smoother. The first day of your Tibet journey should not be the busiest day of your trip. After a long journey, your body needs time to settle into a new environment. For many first-time visitors, it is better to arrive in Lhasa, check into your accommodation, and keep the first day relatively light. You can take a short walk near your hotel, enjoy a meal, and become familiar with the city at your own pace. There is no need to fill every hour with sightseeing. A relaxed first day can help you begin the rest of your journey with more energy and confidence. If you have medical concerns about traveling at high altitude, consult a qualified medical professional before your trip. The number of days you have will determine the type of Tibet journey you can realistically enjoy. With around 7 days, it is usually better to focus on Lhasa and one main route. With around 10 days, you may have more time to combine Lhasa, Yamdrok Lake, Gyantse, Shigatse, and a route toward Everest, depending on the season and current travel arrangements. With 15 days or more, you can travel at a slower pace and allow more flexibility between destinations. The key is not to count how many places you can add to a map. The key is to choose a route that gives you enough time to experience each place properly. One of the most common mistakes first-time visitors make is planning a route based only on map distance. In Tibet, two destinations may look close on a map, but the actual journey can take much longer because of mountain roads, passes, stops, and changing road conditions. When planning your itinerary, do not only ask where you are going, also ask how long it takes to get there, where you will stop along the way, and how much time you will have after arriving. A good Tibet itinerary considers the journey between the attractions, not only the attractions themselves. Sometimes the road is not simply transportation. It is one of the most memorable parts of the experience. Before planning your route, decide what you most want to experience. Is it Tibetan culture and the historic city of Lhasa? Is it high-altitude lakes and mountain landscapes? Is it the journey toward Everest Base Camp? Or are you more interested in local communities, monasteries, and life along the road? There is no single correct answer, but your answer should influence the route you choose. If culture is your priority, allow enough time in Lhasa. If landscapes are your priority, choose a route that gives you time to stop and appreciate the scenery. If Everest is your main goal, understand that the journey requires more time and careful planning. The best itinerary is not the one with the most destinations. It is the one built around what matters most to you. Tibet is a destination where weather can influence the experience. A mountain view may be clear in the morning and covered by clouds later in the day. Road conditions may also affect how long a journey takes. That is why it is important not to schedule every hour too tightly. Leave some space in your itinerary. If the weather is good, you may have more time to enjoy a viewpoint. If conditions change, your route can be adjusted without affecting the entire trip. A flexible itinerary is not an incomplete itinerary. It is a more realistic way to travel through a high-altitude region. Travel requirements can change, so it is important to confirm the latest information before booking your journey. International visitors should check the current entry requirements, travel permits, and booking procedures with an authorized travel provider. Do not rely only on an old blog post or a video published several years ago. When preparing your trip, make sure the information is current and that your itinerary can be operated legally and smoothly. This is especially important if your route includes areas such as Everest Base Camp or other restricted travel regions. Good preparation helps you avoid unnecessary changes after you arrive. Tibet can have strong sunlight, cool mornings, cold evenings, and changing conditions during the day. Instead of packing only for one type of weather, prepare several light layers. A warm outer layer, comfortable walking shoes, sun protection, and personal essentials are all useful. It is also a good idea to keep important items, medication, and documents in your hand luggage rather than placing everything in a large suitcase. You may travel through cities, mountain areas, and remote roads during the same journey. Packing for flexibility will make the trip more comfortable. A good itinerary is not only a list of destinations. It also has a rhythm. Some days may involve longer drives. Other days may be better suited to cultural visits, short walks, or a slower morning. Try to avoid planning several demanding activities on the same day. Leave time for meals, rest stops, and unexpected delays. This is especially important for first-time visitors who are still adjusting to the pace of travel in Tibet. A comfortable journey should give you time to look around, not only time to arrive at the next location. Small details can have a big effect on a long journey. Before traveling, let your travel provider know about dietary restrictions, allergies, or any important personal requirements. It is also useful to carry water and a few familiar snacks during longer drives. Meals may be different from what you are used to, and some days may involve traveling through areas with fewer services. Comfort is not separate from the travel experience. When your basic needs are taken care of, you have more energy to enjoy the landscapes, culture, and people around you. Before leaving for Tibet, think about how you will access maps, translations, and important travel information. Mobile connectivity and payment options may vary between cities and remote areas. It is useful to confirm the current options before departure and keep important addresses, booking details, and contact information available offline. You should also ask your travel provider which payment methods are practical for your route. The more remote the journey becomes, the more important it is to have a simple backup plan. Everest is one of the main reasons many travelers choose this route. But the mountain does not always appear exactly when you expect it to. Clouds, weather, and visibility can change throughout the day. The journey to Everest Base Camp is valuable even when the summit is partly covered. There are mountain passes, wide valleys, local communities, and unforgettable roads along the way. Of course, everyone hopes to see a clear view of Everest. But it is better to approach the experience with realistic expectations. You are traveling to the mountain. You are not controlling the mountain. Tibet is not only a landscape, it is also a living cultural region with communities, traditions, and sacred places. When visiting monasteries and religious sites, follow local instructions and ask before taking photographs of people or ceremonies. Dress appropriately, keep your voice low in religious spaces, and avoid treating local culture as a performance. You can also help protect the environment by reducing waste and taking personal rubbish with you when traveling through remote areas. Respectful travel creates a better experience for visitors and for the communities who welcome them. Planning your first trip to Tibet is not about adding as many places as possible. It is about choosing the right pace, understanding the distances, and leaving enough room for the journey itself. Start with the questions that matter. How many days do you have? What do you most want to experience? How much time are you comfortable spending on the road? And how flexible does your itinerary need to be? If you are planning a trip to Tibet, tell us where you are traveling from, how many days you have, and which places you want to visit. We can help you understand which type of route may be the best fit for your journey. Welcome to Tibet.